Hello everyone, I'm Manu and I welcome you all to my channel Learn English. In this video, we'll be covering the present perfect continuous tense. Like in our last video, we had done the present continuous tense. Moving forward is the perfect form of present tense, that is the perfect continuous tense. This would be our last video about the present tense and before moving further, I would like to tell you that this tense plays a very important role into the present tense series. You need to understand clearly what is the difference between continuous form and perfect continuous form. So I hope this video will help you understand what is a perfect continuous tense. So let's get started. Let's see where we use this tense or what are the uses of the perfect continuous tense. We use a perfect continuous to talk about basically two things. The very first thing is a past action which is either still continuing, any past action which is still continuing, or the past action which has recently stopped. Anything, any activity or action which was happening in past and has just stopped right now is used under the perfect continuous tense, or wherein an action which has started in past and is still continuing in the present time, that kind of situation is also of present perfect continuous tense. Let's see an example which will help us understand this better. Like the example here is, I am tired because I have been running. Now here the action is running. The person is saying I am tired because I have been running. Now, this is a past action which he started in the past, but it has recently stopped, or maybe it's still continuing. That kind of scenario or that kind of situation wherein a past action is either still continuing or has recently stopped comes under the present perfect continuous tense. Let's see a few more examples. Like the example number one here says, has it been raining? So this is a action is about rain and the person is asking, has it been raining? So that is about a past action that he's asking about that activity, or he's saying, is it still raining? That is how you can understand how we can use this tense. The next sentence is, I have been reading for 2 hours. Now again the action over here is reading. The verb is read and it is coming in an action form of reading. So you can understand in this situation the person is telling, I have been reading for 2 hours. So at the moment when he's talking, he has just either recently stopped or maybe he'll still continue about that. So in these kind of scenarios we use this tense. The third one is, you have been waiting here for hours. Again, this action of waiting has started since past and is still continuing. In any such scenario wherein a past action is still continuing in the present time or has recently stopped, that kind of situation uses the present perfect continuous tense. Now let's see some of the rules of the present perfect continuous tense. That is, how do we write this tense? So, for a positive situation, if you have to write a positive sentence, then you need to write subject that will come along with has or have, and then been will come along with that. This is the only difference between the continuous tense and the perfect continuous tense. Whenever you're using the perfect continuous tense, then always been will come along with has or have. In the last tense, there was not been being used when we were using the perfect tense. So this is the perfect continuous tense wherein you apply been along with has or have, and your verb will end with ing. That is, verb is ing. Now let's see the sentence here. The sentence is, I have been reading this book since Monday. So this is a positive sentence where we have used I have been reading. The verb is read and ing is being added to the verb as per the rules of perfect continuous tense. Now let's see what will happen with the negative sentence. The negative sentence will also take subject along with has or have anyone as per the sentence, but not would be added before applying been. That is, has not or have not been plus a verb in ing form will remain same. Like the sentences, I haven't been reading this book. So this is a negative sentence where the person saying I have not been reading this book. So let's see the last one, that is for a question. If you have to write a question using your perfect continuous tense. In such situation, you will be using has, have, been will come first, and then your subject will come in the center, and then the verb in the ing form will remain same like in the all the forms. So the only point to remember while using it in a question form, you need to remember that subject will come in middle and has, have will come in the center. So like you can see over here, the sentence is, have you been reading this book? So this is a question sentence where the have you been has come in the starting and the subject has come later on. That is how you have to use this tense. Now let's see a few important points to remember while you are using the present perfect continuous tense. For this tense, you have to often use for and since. These are two important terms that will quite often come along with your sentences. Like you can see, we use for to talk about a particular period of time. That is, whenever you're using a time like you can say 3 months or 3 hours or 1 decade, in such kind of sentences wherein these words will come, for will come along with that. For is used for a particular time period. Now, since is used to talk about a point in the past time. That is very important to remember. You must carefully remember this, that what is the major difference between using since and for is this only. Whenever you are using since, you are talking about a particular point in the past time, like 9 o'clock, 1st January, or Monday. But when we were talking about for, that where will we use for? That is to talk about a period of time, certain period of time, like 3 hours or maybe 2 months, 1 decade. And when you have to talk about a particular point, then you'll be using since. These are few examples which will help you understand. Like the first example says, I have been studying for 3 hours. Now, for has come along with 3 hours because this 3 hours is a period of time. Had it been at 3 o'clock, then since would have come instead of for. The next sentence is, I have been watching TV since 7 p.m. Now, here since has come because it's a particular time. The time over here is 7 p.m. The next sentence is, Tara hasn't been feeling well for 2 weeks. Again, for has come because this is again about a period or a particular duration of time. Now, Tara has been visiting us since March. Now, since has come because this is particularly we are talking only about March. The last sentence is, he has been playing football for a long time. So again, you can understand what is the difference between for and since and how you will be using it, because this is very important so that you can always make your sentences that are grammatically free, error free. So friends, that's all for the present perfect continuous tense, and I hope that you have understood this. I'm leaving you here with few practice questions. Please do attempt them. This will surely give you a better understanding of the concept. These are the few questions that I gave you in the last video that was about present perfect tense. Please do pause the video over here, do check out your answers, and please do let me know if you have any doubts. Please leave them in the comment section. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I really hope that this video about present perfect continuous must have helped you. Please do show your thumbs up for the video. Do like, share and subscribe if you have not yet. Thank you so much for watching this video. I'll see you again next time with another video. Till then, goodbye.